picture this. It's 2004. You're flipping through a glossy tabloid, and there she is. Paris Hilton, stepping out of a pink Bentley, dripping in diamonds and a bubblegum pink velour tracksuit with the word Juicy splashed across the backside. At that moment, the Juicy Couture tracksuit wasn't just clothing. It was status. It was attitude. It was everything. But then, almost as fast as it rose to stardom, it vanished into fashion oblivion. So what happened? How did the crown jewel of the early 2000s luxury casual wear fall from grace? Buckle up. This is the sudden, juicy downfall of the Juicy Couture tracksuit. Before Juicy Couture became a billion-dollar brand, it was just a tiny idea by two friends in Los Angeles, Pamela Skaist-Levy and Gela Nash-Taylor, who launched the brand in 1997. Their initial product? Maternity pants. But everything changed when they sent a custom-designed velour tracksuit to Queen Gela. That's right. Jennifer Lopez wore Juicy on the cover of a magazine, and suddenly the brand exploded. Soon after, Madonna, Britney Spears, and Lindsay Lohan were all proudly strutting through paparazzi flashes in head-to-toe Juicy. It was a marketing miracle. The soft, cozy material screamed comfort, while the glittery logo screamed, "Look at me!" And everyone did. Juicy Couture wasn't just selling a look. It was selling a feeling. Confident, cheeky, casually rich. Juicy Couture wasn't just about fashion. It was about a whole fantasy. The woman who wore Juicy was rich, young, flirty, and fabulous. You didn't need a mansion in Beverly Hills. You just needed a rhinestone zipper and some velour. They created an empire around this idea. Stores were pink palaces dripping with chandeliers. Their shopping bags came with sassy slogans like Shopaholics Anonymous. Even their tags and hangers had attitude. It was cheeky. It was charming. It was addictive. And the tracksuit? It was the crown jewel. Available in every color from bubblegum pop to blueberry parfait. It became the uniform for pop princesses and it girls alike. Then came the rocket fuel, celebrity. In 2001, Juicy sent one of their custom velour sets to Madonna, hand-embroidered with Madge across the backside. She wore it. Paparazzi snapped it. And just like that, the brand went nuclear. What followed was a tidal wave of fame. Paris Hilton, Britney Spears, Lindsay Lohan, Kim Kardashian. Every tabloid queen of the 2000s had her Juicy era. The Juicy tracksuit became more than fashion. It became a uniform for fame, even if your only audience was the hallway at school. Juicy Couture exploded into malls with an aesthetic that screamed money. Think chandeliers, leopard print, pink stripes, and golden logos. Walking into a Juicy store felt like entering a luxury sorority house. It wasn't about subtlety, it was about statement. You didn't just buy a tracksuit, you bought perfume, charm bracelets, dog carriers, baby clothes, even Juicy Couture bottled water. By the mid-2000s, Juicy Couture was raking in hundreds of millions in revenue. At its peak, the brand was valued at over $500 million. The tracksuits were flying off the shelves at $200 to $300 a set, and girls around the world saved up for their first Juicy look like it was a Birkin bag. Velour became synonymous with the early 2000s. It was the OG athleisure. You weren't just wearing a tracksuit, you were living your best Y2K fantasy. But then, the glitter began to fade. By the late 2000s, the shine was starting to wear off. Fashion was shifting. Suddenly, less was more. Minimalism was in. Logos were out. Juicy Couture, with its bling zippers and loud slogans, felt dated. Then came social media. The aesthetic changed. Tumblr girls wore American apparel and thrifted flannel. Instagram influencers went for neutral palettes and quiet elegance. Juicy felt like a relic of a louder, tackier time. And the celebrities who once wore Juicy, they grew up. They rebranded. Paris Hilton traded her tracksuits for sleek silhouettes. Kim Kardashian launched her own fashion empire. Juicy Couture, stuck in time, didn't follow. The downfall of Juicy Couture wasn't slow. It was a fashion freefall. Why? A perfect storm of problems. First, oversaturation. Everyone had Juicy. Knockoffs flooded the market. When your little cousin and your grandma are both wearing the same thing, it's no longer cool. Secondly, trendy turned tacky. What was once stylish became, well, cheesy. Fashion moved on to minimalism, skinny jeans, and boho chic. Third, celebrity distancing. The A-listers moved on. Paris Hilton retired the tracksuit, and the Kardashians traded velour for Balmain. without celebrity validation, Juicy lost its sparkle. And fourth, no evolution. Juicy didn't adapt. While other brands innovated and rebranded, Juicy kept printing Juicy on the butt and hoped we'd keep buying it. And finally, in 2013, the once iconic Juicy Couture stores began shutting down across the U.S. Fans were shocked. It was the end of an era. In 2003, Liz Claiborne Incorporated bought Juicy Couture for $226 million. And for a while, that seemed like a smart move. Sales kept climbing. The brand went global. But behind the scenes, there was tension. Pamela and Gela, the quirky duo who built Juicy's DNA, were no longer calling the shots. In 2010, they left the company entirely. Without its original voice, Juicy lost its edge. The corporate machine streamlined the branding. The marketing got less fun. The design started chasing trends instead of setting them. Slowly, Juicy started to look like everyone else. In 2013, the Juicy brand was sold to Authentic Brands Group, the same company that owns Forever 21 and Aeropostale, for a fraction of its former value. Stores closed. The brand moved into Kohl's, and the tracksuit went from Rodeo Drive to strip malls. And the velour tracksuit, the garment that built an empire, it became a Halloween costume. For fashion insiders, it was heartbreaking. Juicy wasn't just clothes. It was a moment, and now it was gone. Believe it or not, Juicy tried to stage a comeback. In 2017, the brand did a limited collaboration with Vetements, the Paris-based fashion label known for high-end irony. They turned the tracksuit into a runway moment. It was chic, it was meta, it sold out. Then in 2021, with Y2K nostalgia in full swing, Juicy tracksuits started popping up again on TikTok and Instagram. New Gen Z influencers began thrifting old velour sets. Even celebrities like Lizzo and Doja Cat were seen in vintage Juicy. But the magic didn't fully return. Why? Because nostalgia can spark interest, but it can't always revive a brand's soul. Juicy wasn't just about the tracksuit. It was about a lifestyle, an attitude, and that era had passed. Juicy Couture didn't fall because it was too loud. It fell because it didn't know how to grow. Other 2000s brands, Abercrombie, UGG, even Crocs, have reinvented themselves with smart rebrands and quality upgrades. Juicy tried that, but without its founders and original DNA, it never quite stuck the landing. It didn't embrace streetwear. It didn't lean into luxury. It didn't double down on nostalgia. It did a little bit of everything, and none of it well. Juicy Couture became a ghost of itself, over-licensed, underwhelming, and awkwardly stuck between kitsch and comeback. Even if the tracksuits don't dominate fashion like they once did, Juicy's impact lives on. It invented casual luxury before athleisure was even a term. It proved that branding, bold, flashy, in-your-face branding, could be aspirational. And it turned two unknown LA women into millionaires who built a billion-dollar brand from scratch. And let's be real, the world is still obsessed with the early 2000s, so don't count Juicy out just yet. Could Juicy Couture pull off a real revival? It's possible. The fashion world loves a comeback, and velour is always just one cultural moment away from being cool again. But Juicy would need more than a good photo shoot. It would need storytelling, identity, a reason to exist beyond irony. Because the truth is, Juicy Couture was never just about clothes. It was a feeling, a moment, a movement. And maybe, just maybe, we're ready to feel that again. Now, let's dive into some fun facts about Juicy you probably never knew. Fun fact number 1. Did you know Juicy Couture was originally called Travis Jeans? Before it became Juicy Couture, the brand was named Travis Jeans and focused on maternity denim. The switch to Juicy happened when they decided to take a more playful, bold direction, and the tracksuit was born soon after. Number 2. Did you know Madonna was the first major celebrity to wear Juicy Couture? In 2001, the brand sent Madonna a personalized velour tracksuit. She wore it publicly, and within days, the fashion floodgates opened. This moment helped define Juicy as the go-to celebrity off-duty look. Fun fact number 3. Did you know Juicy Couture's founders weren't fashion designers? Pamela Skaist-Levy and Gela Nash-Taylor were creatives, not trained designers. They leaned on their instincts, personalities, and LA surroundings to guide the brand, and it worked like magic. Number 4. Did you know Paris Hilton owned over 100 Juicy tracksuits? In the early 2000s, Paris was the undisputed queen of Juicy. She had the tracksuit in nearly every color and was rarely seen without one, complete with her signature oversized sunglasses and a tiny dog. Fun fact number 5. Did you know Juicy Couture once sold a $10,000 Couture tracksuit? As part of a luxury PR stunt, Juicy created a diamond-encrusted tracksuit that retailed for $10,000. It wasn't about practicality, it was about prestige and attention. Number 6. Did you know there was Juicy Couture for dogs? Yes, pet fashion was part of the Juicy universe. Tiny tracksuits, carriers, and collars were made to match their owners' outfits. Because if your Yorkie wasn't juicy, were you really juicy? Fun fact number 7. Did you know Gela Nash-Taylor is married to a rock star? She's the wife of John Taylor from the British band Duran Duran. Talk about iconic 80s, 2000s fusion energy. Number 8. Did you know Juicy's best-selling item wasn't the tracksuit? Believe it or not, Juicy's fragrances, like Viva La Juicy, became massive sellers, outpacing the clothing line in some years and helping keep the brand alive during its retail slump. Fun fact number 9. Did you know Juicy Couture had its own reality show pitch? In the mid-2000s, the brand considered launching a reality show centered around its founders and the behind-the-scenes of its business, a sort of pre-House of DVF concept. It never aired, but the footage allegedly exists. Number 10. Did you know Juicy was huge in Japan? During the peak years, Juicy had a major presence in Asia, especially Japan. The brand's playful luxury aesthetic aligned perfectly with Japanese consumers' taste for high-end casual wear. Fun fact number 11. Did you know Juicy Couture made tech accessories? During the early smartphone boom, Juicy launched branded pink rhinestone iPhone cases, laptop bags, and even USB drives, all dripping in sparkles and logos. Number 12. Did you know Juicy Couture once made a tracksuit in cashmere? In an effort to upscale the label, Juicy released high-end tracksuits in materials like cashmere and silk blend velour. These were priced in the hundreds and aimed at wealthier clients. Fun fact number 13. Did you know Juicy's original slogan was Love P&G? The tag Love P&G stood for Pamela and Gela, the founders. It was hidden in early garment tags, a secret nod to the brand's roots. Number 14. Did you know you can still buy vintage Juicy on eBay and Depop? The OG tracksuits, especially rare colors like metallic gold or bubblegum pink, are now collector's items. Some even sell for more than they did in the 2000s. And here we are with fun fact number 15. Did you know Juicy Couture once sued a dog toy company? The brand filed a lawsuit against a small business for making squeaky toys that mimicked its designs, including the dog bone labeled Juicy Bone Chewer. It was a bizarre but very on-brand legal moment. Juicy Couture may have fallen off the fashion throne, but its memory lives on in closets, thrift stores, and Y2K dreams. It wasn't just about being cute, it was about being seen. And even if the logo fades, the legacy of Juicy will always be unapologetically fabulous. Like, subscribe, and drop your favorite Juicy memory in the comments below.